Yeah. Yeah. This is Dan from Action Figure Magic. Today we are taking a look at Chris Jericho from AEW by Jazwares. This is my first AEW action figure, so if you're going to start, you might as well start with the greatest, Chris Jericho. So here he is. He just unboxed himself. So he did a great job. There he is on the side. And let's just take a look at the box. Chris Jericho. It's got the AEW coloring on it. Packaging is really cool to see the figure. On the back, it has a picture of Chris Jericho that this design is based off of, the outfit that he wore, the date that he wore it, which is actually pretty cool. So that's where the design inspiration comes from. And here are the other figures in the line. It's a pretty solid lineup. A lot of legends in there. The one thing that I thought was interesting, if you look at the face of this Chris Jericho on the figure, it does seem like he's like 20 years younger. Probably from like the 2000 era Chris Jericho. But you still know it's Chris Jericho. And the other details of the character are amazing. Look at these. The design of the tattoos on the arms, like the level of detail on these, I'm not sure if I've seen anything as detailed and just as accurate. So it's pretty awesome. I really like the tattoo artwork on this one. And I just noticed it looks like he's got a plastic belt on, probably for packaging purposes, so that there's no paint transfer on his vest to his body, or he's just trying to. It's kind of like a girdle. Who knows? So we'll just cut that off because it has zero impact to the figure, and I don't want it on there for the review because I don't want it to interrupt any of the ab articulation. Yeah, so it's all off. All right, and we'll just go right into the ab. Actually, really good smooth movement. I think this has better ab and torso articulation than the Mattel WWE figures. The arm articulation at the shoulder is what you'd expect. It's pretty good. And I'm surprised with the neck articulation, especially with the big hair. It doesn't get in the way, so he's still got full neck articulation. The legs, they like pivot at the hip, which is cool. I don't see too many figures doing that. So it looks like it does have a ball joint in the bottom and then the ab crunch on top of that. From a split articulation, not the greatest, almost similar to like the NECA feel and similar to the WWE Mattel figures. The knee pads do get in the way, but if you slide them up or off, you're going to get a lot better knee articulation. You'll be able to bend them all the way back, but that knee pad does get in the way. But you know, if he's going to be taking some drops, he doesn't want to hurt those knees. And we've got some ankle articulation, which is a little bit tight, but that is going to actually help him stand and balance, so I'm not opposed to that. This is an interesting one. So it's got the thigh cut, but the design of the pants, which they went for the accuracy of the design, it's split. So there's really only one way when you're displaying it that it's going to look good. So when you're moving them around, it is going to look like it's cut, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. And he does come with a bonus pair of hands. So let's cut those out so we can take a look at those. He comes with the punching hands. These look like holding hands. So let's just take a look at those. He doesn't come with anything to hold, but if you get a chair, if you get a bat, if you get a microphone, he can do that. He can hold them now. So the hands just pop off at the wrist. There's a peg in there. We'll put the other one on just to see what it looks like, but I do like the punching hands. And I put it on backwards, but that's okay. I don't plan on keeping them with it on. I did like to pick up this Chris Jericho figure just because I do like Chris Jericho, and as the lead singer of the rock band Fozzy, I can make some stop motions to some of their songs, which is pretty awesome. One thing I also wanted to call out is the packaging is interesting. It's carded, and it's got the plastic bubble on the back, but then it's in a case, but you can't slide it out. So it makes for unboxing, if you're not doing a stop motion unboxing, or you're not an inbox collector, it makes it somewhat difficult that you just have to tear this thing apart because you can't get to the back of the card without just tearing through the front. So this is, in my opinion, this is the best way to unbox it, and it's just absolutely destroy it, which, you know, I'm just going to toss the box anyway, but that's the only way to get the actual figure out if he's not going through the front panel by his own fist and sheer will. And that's Chris Jericho for you. He's going to find a way out of any situation. So my first introduction to AEW wrestling figures, I think this one is great. Jazwares did a great job. It's Chris Jericho. I can't wait to use him in some more stop motions. In fact, I added one at the end. Watch him take on Guile. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.